Hello YouTube, B3 here, back with another kicking action figure review. And wow, I am so happy right now. Today's review is over the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Superior Spider-Man from the Green Goblin Build-A-Figure wave. Oh my gosh, I thought I wouldn't get these guys for a decent price. I mean, I was going to get the Superior Spider-Man no matter what, but today, January 14th, 2014, I ran into him at Target. But, because you see, this is Target that I go to, and I know Walmart isn't carrying these guys, and they weren't at Kmart or anything, and ToysRUs.com's kind of ripping people off, and I hear they're ripping them off in store, too. But I don't have a local Toys R Us, so it doesn't matter. But I went to Target, which is where I got my Gokai Red figure, which is Super Mega Force Red recently, like a week ago, and I had to go up there today to run some errands and buy like deodorant and stuff to wash myself and etc. And I just, kind of just waltz on over to the toy aisle. I'm not going to go into Target and not go into the toy aisle. And I saw at first the new 4-inch DC figures, which I thought were crappy, and I was like, oh, I'm glad these are finally hitting, so I can look at them and decide I don't want them. And then I saw the Captain America figures, and I was like, holy jeez, that's awesome, they're actually here. Too bad there aren't any Spider-Men here, though. And then I turned my head, and what was there glaring me in the face? Superior Spider-Man and Electro. So I just grabbed him as fast as I could, and I brought him. I bought him. Yeah, super excited about these guys, actually. Wow. They also had a lot of Super Megaforce stuff, Ranger keys and stuff out now. So, yeah, you can check out my picture from this toy hunt at the Fig Book group on Facebook, so check out the Fig Book group on Facebook. But I almost did a toy hunt video today, and I should have done it because the ending would have been pretty awesome. But yeah, I'm showing you the package. Normally I don't do that, especially for Legends. I do it for imports, but that's really it. And this is just a very aesthetically pleasing package, so I thought I'd show it to you. And it has a Doc Ock, or Superior Spider-Man, in there. Interchangeable hands, Build-A-Figure piece. Title, the figure, Spider-Man, Build-A-Figure, blah blah blah. You got that symbol on all the comic figures, and there's this symbol on the movie figures. And the comic figures have this picture on the side, and the movie figures have this picture on the side. That's the only difference in packaging. And then you've got a picture and read up on the back, and the Build-A-Figure wave. Got Carnage and Toxin. Toxin is the grandson of Venom and the son of Carnage, if no one knew that. Lots of people don't know that, actually. Now here he finally is, folks, out of packaging, the new Marvel Legends Infinite Series Superior Spider-Man, and I have been waiting for a Superior Spider-Man forever. And this is his second suit. We are getting his first suit from Diamond Select, but it's not with the awesome articulation, I don't think, so I probably won't pick it up. But this guy has great articulation, and great detail, too. I mean, I can't remember. I mean, I do read the series. That's the reason I want it. Well, I would have got this figure anyways, because it's Spider-Man, and I try to get all the Spidey suits I can. Like lots of people try to get all the Iron Man armors they can. I try to get all the Spidey suits I can. So, yeah, I mean, that's just me. But, this guy, I guess we're talking about detail and paint first. He has these gauntlets right here that aren't on the figure. And he also has a backpack that his legs come out of. We'll start up here on the head. Nice head sculpt. Love the compound eyes. He looks a little smug, doesn't he? Doesn't he just look smug? That's just perfect, because Doc Ock's pretty smug. And he's got these brown eyes. I don't know how I feel about the brown. Like, I heard the eyes were brown, and they don't really seem brown to me in the comics, but this actually works pretty well. To be honest, it works pretty well. So, yeah, I mean, he has some little lines right there that I don't think are supposed to be there. Those two lines. And that's not just my figure. Because the lines are messed up right there. And I don't think that's just my figure, because I think someone else had him right there under the eye when I was watching a review. I don't remember whose review it was. But, he's got his nice spider there. This is a really cool suit. And, as you can see, the paint goes all the way through these joints, which is fantastic. And all the way up there and up here. I have this little plastic deformity, which is probably just me, but you know, when you're straight up or back any at all, it's completely covered up, so it doesn't matter. Nice firm buttocks. His feet. And the thing about the feet is, on the packaging, he has different feet. He actually has better feet on the packaging. You can see he has this little spider claw on his foot here and there. He has his spider claws. But on these feet, there are no spider claws. I mean, it's like a little more rounded here than some of my other Spidey feet, like right there, which I guess is what it's supposed to be, just sculpted a little less, which is fine, but it's all red under there too, peg holes, etc. I feel like these feet are new. I haven't seen these feet on a Spidey before. And his hands have these little nubs on the end of each finger, and those nubs are actually on the suit. He has these little claws that he has, and they help him climb walls and rip people's throats out. But yeah, detail on this guy is pretty tight. I'm digging this figure, and I love the comic series, so that makes it even better. So yeah, now about articulation, which is also fantastic. I mean, he looks up really far. He looks up really far, which is great, and down really far. Of course, you have side to side, up and down on the arm, which of course is expected. And this great like armpit joint thing has a lot of movement, and it looks good too. You got a bicep joint, double elbow bend, and you got a rotation and forward and back on the hand there. Got this fantastic ab crunch. You come forward really far, backward really far. Very nice. Then you got a swivel right there, and you got this good joint on the legs. You get enough in and out, forward and back, and you can just move it all around without having to turn joints, which is great. And then you have a thigh swivel. You got that double knee bend, up and down on the foot. And also that sweet, sweet ankle pivot, which is very, very helpful in posing. But yeah, this guy is super tight. Wow. I am very impressed, Hasbro. This is one of the best Spider-Man you've put on in a while, because I just picked up the Scarlet Spider as well. And, whew, man. Very, very nice. Very nice. So, yeah, now let's get into those size comparisons. Here he is with my other two newest Spider-Man figures. Here he is with the Infinite Series Electro from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And, I'd say they're about the same height, which I guess works, and he's supposed to be more realistic, and he's supposed to be more comic booky, so I can ignore the kind of size differences body-wise, you know? As you know, Spider-Man's super slim. Well, he's super slim in Amazing Spider-Man as well, because Andrew Garfield is super slim. But, I think they look fine together. And then here he is with the last Spider-Man sculpt we got, and also like the past three Spider-Man figures. He was Big Time Spider-Man, Future Foundation Spider-Man, and also Scarlet Spider, the Kane version, obviously. And he's a bit bulkier and taller than Superior. But Kane is, Kane's pretty ripped. If you think about it that way, if you think about this as Scarlet Spider, Kane is pretty ripped. He's much buffer than Peter Parker. I can't really see him being taller, but buffer, you can work that. You can work that, it's fine. So, yeah, I think he scales up fine with your other Marvel Legends. Here he is with some more, Spider-Man figures. Yeah, I just wanted to show him some more Spider-Man stuff. Here he is with the villain from the last Amazing Spider-Man movie, the Lizard, who I love despite the figure's flaws. And I think they're cool. The Lizard's big enough to be imposing against him, so I think it works fine. Then here he is with a Toy Biz Spider-Man that I have no idea what it comes from. I think they look fine together too, even though they're obviously, very different. But yeah, if anyone knows anything about this specific Spider-Man figure, I would love to know, because I know nothing about it. And finally, here's Superior Spider-Man with some other Marvel Selects. Well, not other Marvel Selects, the first Marvel Selects in the review. But, yeah, here's the Amazing Spider-Man Marvel Select, which is fantastic, I have to say. I only get the most exceptional Marvel Selects. I need to get the Rhino, that's next on my list. But, yeah, you know, they look pretty tight together. But, that being said, way too big. Yeah, so he's not going to scale up with like your normal little human-y, you know, Marvel Selects. So, sorry, Amazing Spider-Man, you don't scale up well with the Superior. And then we have the Marvel Select Ultron, which is super awesome. And I guess it depends on how you want your Ultron. If you want your Ultron about the same size, I would go with one from the Iron Man 3 line. But if you want a big, imposing Ultron that's a little more classic looking, if you want a big, imposing Ultron to fight your Marvel Legends, this is the one to get. So if you like your Ultron really, really big, go for it. I mean, you can do that. It's fine. But if you don't, then it's not for you. So, yeah, I guess you could say he's not going to scale up well with Marvel Select, but maybe some bigger characters he can slide by. In addition to kicking articulation and an awesome paint job, Superior Spider-Man also comes with interchangeable hands. This is a thing now, interchangeable hands. Oh, I'm glad that this is happening again, especially with Spider-Man, because I really don't always want my Spider-Man having flipping hands. So, this is good. I mean, like, I'd rather have my Superior have grapple hands. But, yeah, I mean, this is awesome. I wish we would have got this with Kane, Scarlet Spider. And, as you can see, it has the little finger nubs on these two, so they paid enough attention to detail to put them on here. And he also comes with this Build-A-Figure piece. It's the right leg of Ultimate Green Goblin, so that's tight. So all in all, what do I think of the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Superior Spider-Man from the Ultimate Green Goblin Build-A-Figure wave? Oh, this is a lucky find for me. And I loved messing around with him before the review. I loved messing with him during the review. I love this figure. It's awesome. We're finally getting this character. It's got interchangeable hands, which as you can see look great, and they're not oversized like some previous Spider-Man figures. Yeah? Mm-hmm. And I mean, he's got a decent enough paint job. A little tiny little flaws here and there, but not too noticeable, I suppose. You know, he's got great articulation. I mean, great articulation. Like, wow. Wow. I mean, he really does. He has great articulation. But I feel like I have to give this guy 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah, you know, I want to say 5 out of 5, but I'm pretty positive that some of the paint defects on him are on other people's figures as well. I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure that they aren't just my figure. I know lots of action figure collectors say it's probably just on mine, but nah, I think it's on more than just mine. Like watching other reviews and stuff. But he does come with cool stuff. He has great articulation, and he's just barely a 4. I mean, he's a 5 in my eyes. Truthfully, like, I love him, but that's really a bias towards the comics, I feel like. And if I didn't give him a 4, then I wouldn't feel like I was being fair to you as an audience. So yeah, see you guys, 4 out of 5 stars. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And also check out the Figpla group on Facebook that I mentioned earlier. Communicate through that, you know, chill out, post pictures of figures, talk about models and stuff, figures in plastic, Gundam, all kinds of cool stuff. And also check out the Figpla podcast. On one of the episodes I remember mentioning that I thought I would never be able to get my hands on these guys, you know, from retail. I'd have to order them and pay a ton, but looks like I was wrong. Because I got 2 now. But also check out my other channels, The Slender Happening, B3 Productions, which is my main channel, Super Friends Benefits, which is my gaming channel, Facebook, got Twitter, we'll follow you back on Twitter. There's all kinds of cool stuff down there, like the most recent review and everything, so go check that out. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, 4 out of 5 stars. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all later.